Alright, welcome everybody to this video. We're going to be talking about AudioJungle, and I'm going to try to be quick and concise as possible and not go through each thing. Certain things are very self-explanatory here. And let's just start it off. I am Kabbalistic Village, a music producer from the US, also in Israel. I've been making music probably since I was a kid. I play guitar, piano, and everything like that. Started making electronic music in 2010 and started selling my beats and other soundtracks and other style songs on AudioJungle. I signed up, as you can see on my profile page over here, December of 2012. But I didn't really start selling a lot until 2014. So what is AudioJungle? Basically, AudioJungle is a site that people can upload their music to. Any type of song, any type of genre. There's certain genres that are more, obviously, are going to sell more. Like a death metal track is probably not going to be selling well on AudioJungle because this is music that people are buying for advertisements, YouTube videos, vlogs, all types of things, and it's mostly background music. There are songs obviously with lyrics that are also big sellers, but most of the songs on here are instrumentals. As you can see, there are 1 million tracks and sounds. There's a lot of stuff over here, and the competition is very strong. But if you have a unique sound and if you have new ideas, then you can really start selling. I'm not going to go through who's selling the most now and what's the. If you go to like the popular items, let's just check it out for a minute over here. You can see that a lot of the top sellers. First of all, this little lightning symbol in the top left corner, that means that the track is trending. You can see that these tracks are all motivation, inspiring, with the corporate, the business, all these different types of things. And those are some of the best-selling tracks on AudioJungle because they're the happiest and they're simplest, and all these new sites and banks and all these other people that are using these happy types of sounds, they're all buying music from AudioJungle. Upbeat, energetic, but there is room for other types of genres. I haven't really, made any of these types of inspiring or motivational style tracks, and there's people looking for different things all the time. I could show you where my music has been used all over the world. I have a lot of customers in India and China, Australia, the US, everywhere. You never know like who's going to buy your track next. So let's just very simply. So yeah, I started selling on here in 2012. As you can see, since then I've made 2,036 sales, and it's a great way just to make a nice little passive income. I would not advise doing it full time unless you're a professional composer, but even then, the market is very flooded with a lot of tracks. Like I just showed you, there's a million tracks. And as you can see, I said I'm going to show you numbers in the video. So this month, it's already April 23rd, and I've only made $78 US, and that's pretty terrible. There was months on here that I made $500 to $600, 2 years ago. But the market is always getting more and more people, more and more competitive. I haven't uploaded as much music as I could, and especially now with the virus going on, a lot of people are out of work, especially production film companies that are buying our tracks usually, and a lot of kids in college are buying tracks for projects and YouTubers, and everything's just kind of stopped. And that's why I'm just saying, it's not always the best idea to have, this as your only income. First of all, you need to even know if your music is going to be accepted. So when you make a song on AudioJungle that you want to write for AudioJungle, let's say you have a bunch of beats that you just made and you want to upload them to AudioJungle. First of all, you can only upload 5 tracks at a time because they don't want the marketplace to get too flooded. And when your track is in queue to be reviewed, because each track needs to be reviewed or else the marketplace will turn into garbage. I have a track over here, Lonely Lockdown Vibes. I wrote it during the lockdown here, and it's queued for review. And I submitted this track 7 days ago. And in the the forums, there's a topic started by different authors and composers here on AudioJungle, and they tell you when their track gets accepted or rejected, how many days it is. So you just submit your track, and then you don't have to worry about it. You'll get an email whether your track is going to be accepted or not. So let's go through some numbers over here. Okay, so let's see. So first of all, the way it works on AudioJungle is, let's say you have a song. This is my most popular song.
AudioJungle.
This is used like everywhere. Okay, so now I'm selling it for $29. That's the music standard license. There are 5 different types of licenses over here. A music broadcast and film, I made the price at $3.99, but you're not going to get all that money when you sell this track. The way it works is that if you're an exclusive author with AudioJungle, you will get a certain percentage, and that percentage depends on how much you sell. So when you first start off in AudioJungle as an exclusive author, it's basically 50-50. They take 50% of your sale, and you get 50% of your sale. And as you sell more, I think the levels go from like 5 to 10 to 12, $15,000, $20,000. Your amount of percentage goes up. So let's just see. I made a sale yesterday. This is your earnings over here. How does it work again? I haven't looked at like my sales. I just buy the sales. I just look at the sale. Earnings $12. Let's see. Where was yesterday? I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. I don't even know this. I made a sale today. Or it was today, the 23rd. I made $12 on this sale. What song did I sell? Oh, it was an $18 track. So they took $6 and I got $12. And that's not bad. But it used to be on AudioJungle that you were, and you could see also obviously who's buying your music this month: the United States, Australia, Canada, South Korea. In 2020, the whole 2020, we'll see more. India, I mentioned before, is a huge country that buys my songs a lot, because I have a lot of Indian songs. World music sells a lot on here. Anyway, what I'm saying is that they take a certain percentage. It used to be, up until about 2-3 years ago, I don't remember the exact date when they changed it, but it used to be that you were not able to make your own price. If a song was over 2 minutes, it was priced at a certain amount, and if a song was under 2 minutes, it was priced at a certain amount, and that was that. And then it just depended on what type of license you sold. But now we have the options. This is my whole portfolio. This is, remember, going back 7 years. So there's a lot of songs here. Not all of them are selling. You can see, let's just go to page 4. These are songs I uploaded probably in 2014. Let's see. Like this song has 4 purchases. And this song I uploaded a few weeks later, my best-selling track with 237 purchases. And it really depends on how much focus you put into promoting your track online, on SoundCloud, on YouTube, on Facebook, how good the track is. Some tracks are really amazing in your head, really, that you think that they're going to be the best track in the world, and it just doesn't make it. People just aren't going to buy it. It just, sometimes it's better to even also clean up your portfolio. Like this track, Rainy Day, not the best track I ever wrote. It's got 1 purchase, and I uploaded this track probably 5-6 years ago. Probably time to remove it from my portfolio and just make it free or something like that. But so nowadays, let's say if you just go into edit of your track, you can now go to update description and price, and you can now make your own price. So for the music standard license, there's a whole page that they give you with all the rules of the licensings. Basically, a music standard license covers like a Facebook video and a YouTube video and a few other things. They recommend the price between 15 and 20. So if your track is, a basic track, it's not selling the best, so make it 20. But if it's a really good track, like, that track that I showed you before that has 237 purchases, so then you can up the price. People are making their own prices, and at the end of the day, if the buyers really want to buy your track, they will buy your track for the price that you put it at. You don't make a standard license $300-$400. That's not the site for this. But this is a site that is used by professionals all over the world, and you know, all types of companies are buying here. Um, and But there's also a lot of amateur people buying here. People are just making a small YouTube video, and they need a little bit of music, and so don't make your prices incredible. And nobody's, if somebody wants your song for $300, fine. Maybe a big, huge film production company will buy that, but a small-time YouTuber isn't going to buy your track for $100 if it's just a music standard license. So you have to keep your prices at a level amount. Don't be greedy, you know. Anyway, right now the marketplace is it's confusing time because of this virus, and we don't know when things are going to get back in action. But basically, so yeah, so you have a profile page that you can decorate. You can put your featured item here. We get these little avatar things, how many years you've been on AudioJungle, how much have you sold. I'm author level 6. I've sold $40,000 plus on Envato Market. How many referrals you did, because there's also an affiliate program, which is a great way to make money. You can make these little pictures that you can use HTML links, and then you can just, if a buyer sees the cool picture, that they somehow end up on your page, so that you can just click it.
AudioJungle.
And on your page. Now, as you can see, there's a watermark every 10 seconds on the song. It says AudioJungle.
AudioJungle.
So that people do not steal your music, obviously. And a buyer can go and download a preview with the watermark on it, and then he can use that to see if it'll fit in his video. Sometimes it does happen that they upload the video where they use the watermark track, and that's a mistake, and sometimes that happens. But there are people who will just take the preview and upload it, and they don't care about getting hit with YouTube copyright claims. And that's another thing I want to talk about in this video, is that there is a way to track your music online with a company called Identify that I started using. I have not got any reports yet, but I figured out a way to search my videos otherwise. So I uploaded all my songs over here, and now they go and they track YouTube for usage. So that means that if somebody buys your track, for example, see, we get this little banner that you also have to put on your tracks. This track is registered with YouTube Content ID. Planning to use this music in YouTube video? Find out more and see how to easily clear all the claims. So if somebody buys this track legally and they put in their YouTube video, right away they will be hit with a copyright claim because of I'm working with this company over here. And all they need to do is they get a license in the file where they download the music from. When they buy this track, it comes with a license from AudioJungle and says it's legal. So all they need to do is either they can reach out to the author, composer that they buy it from, which is me or whoever else they buy from on this marketplace, and then I submit it over here and it's cleared and they get their money. But if somebody doesn't, and if somebody uses my song illegally and they use it in a million view video, I will be making their money. So I have not made a cent yet with these guys because I just switched over from a different company which was not doing as well as this company. But if somebody uses your song in a big video, you can get all their ad money because they stole your song. So it's just basically a new type of copyright system that people are using, and it's really cool. You should check it out as well. But anyway, back to this thing. So we have this watermark and then the preview. So unfortunately, internet's a huge place and people will be stealing your music, but most legit companies and most people will not. They will come and they will buy your song. And when you make a sale, you'll see the numbers pop up here. You go to your statement and you see, this is what I was looking for before. I'm such a crack at it, I didn't even realize. So I made this sale last night in the middle of the night. Modern uplifting advertisement, right? It was a standard license. So they took the author fee away, which is basically their sale. My price is $16 on this track. I don't know why it's so small.
AudioJungle.
Right, so I made 16, then the author fee, and I made 12. That's how it works. There's a whole system on how they do that. Where can I see that again? I think that's in the earnings problem. Here you go. Questions about net earnings, right? This is how they have an article over here. Why are my statements and earnings page showing different amounts? Sorry for the beeping outside. I always forget how it works, but it basically works like the way I said. I remember yesterday I had, how much earnings did I make from it? So the track was 20, and then they take off a certain amount
AudioJungle.
from it, AudioJungle, and then I get a certain amount of money as well. And that's how it, and that's how it is. So now let's talk about my numbers over the years here. So let's see, all time. Okay, so you see 2013, let's just go 2013. And obviously as you add on your items to your portfolio, you will make more money because you'll have more of a portfolio that people can buy. So in 2013 I had 105 sales. 2014 kept them going up. 2017 was my best year. You see, I made 4,500 US dollars, and then things started going down. That's because I took on a different job. Remember, like I said, this isn't my full-time income. I do other projects in music as well, but this is for music. You know, if you're writing music and you can write music and you have a huge catalog just sitting there, you know what I mean, like people, and it's on Spotify, and you know, people, and you're getting a little bit of hair from Spotify, but why not try to make a little bit more money? You know what I mean? Why not try to use some of your beats that aren't going anywhere? I mean, we're not all going to become famous. Some of us don't want to become famous. Some of us just want to make a nice little income from home. You know, we have families or whatever it is, and so it's really cool that you have this opportunity. And I know there's a bunch of sites online. I like AudioJungle a lot. The user interface is very simple. It's really cool. So as you can see, things started going down in 2018-19. I uploaded less and less tracks, and 2020 has just been terrible. It's $505. It's April. You know, just because of the virus. Also, I only put up a few tracks, and altogether since 2013, I've made $22,000, 22,609, and 15. I can't even read numbers. Basically, $22,000, and it's extra money. You know what I mean? If you're able to write songs, obviously, if you're going to spend 2 months writing a song to make $20 off of it, it's not going to be worth it for your time. But if you have a lot of songs and you're able to write quickly, and you can make some money each month. There's a payout on the 15th. They sell them to you on PayPal or Payoneer, or there's a bunch of other methods that you can use. I'm not going to go into all these things. I just want to go into the actual numbers of just showing what you can do on AudioJungle. And you have to remember also that I'm a very simple producer. I use a MacBook Pro. I have AKI, MPK25 MIDI keyboard, and Logic X, as you can see right there on the bottom of my screen. And that's it. I have no other, I don't even have a microphone. I don't even have speakers. I have speakers, they don't even work. I use my headphones to mix, Sennheiser HD 150, and I write music. So let's just see the last few songs that I've been, you know, writing, like this one, Ready to Be Alive. It's a cool song.
AudioJungle.
Like I said, try to write something more unique, a little bit heavier. And I uploaded this track in January, and one sale. You know, so you never know what's gonna happen. You know, if you go on the front page over here, you'll see this is featured music. They feature one track a week, I believe. And here is the newest music, and this page changes, like, you know, almost every few minutes, hours. It changes with more tracks being uploaded. So here's someone who uploaded brushing teeth loop. That's a sound effect.
AudioJungle.
Somebody's getting that for a cartoon.
AudioJungle.
So if you have a mic, if you have a beat, if you have a song, you know, there's all types of music on here. Yoga videos and travel videos and food videos, food reviews, bloggers. everyone's always looking for music, and everybody's always looking for new sounds. There's YouTube free music library, but people want music that's unique, and they want something that's a little bit more exciting. Especially a big company isn't going to use free music. So I've had songs from big companies, Ford, India. I've had a whole bunch. Let me just show you a few things where your song could be used. This is one of my songs. This is used in a trailer for a film festival in Holland. So you see, it's more of an emotional style track, and they found it on AudioJungle. I promote on YouTube. I promote on SoundCloud. You make a YouTube video for each song that you upload and everything like that. And it's also like this song. If you look at it fits really well. But I did not have these images obviously in mind when I wrote this song. I wrote this song in my studio, just on a regular day, and it beautifully matches up to this type of vibe, to this type of image. So it's very important that when you write your music for AudioJungle, that it could be used in a video and it could fit with a video, but also can't be too crazy. That's why sometimes when you submit a song, it will be rejected if it doesn't fit. If they think if the review team feels that it's not going to fit with a video, then it won't sell, so they won't accept it, and that's okay. You move on, you keep on writing until you get it, and that's what it is. I'll show you another song over here. Here's one of my songs called Raga Chill, which is an Indian track, and this is all made in Logic X. So now you're going to ask, okay, now how did I find this song? So what you do is, when you make a sale, like I said, let's see who bought my song. Warm Summer Evening, right? So let's see. This was a song that somebody bought for me at the beginning of April 8th. So you go to your invoice, click on your invoice, and I see who bought this song. A company called Namaste. Sometimes it'll be a name, sometimes it'll be a company. And you go into Google, you type that in. Sometimes 98% of the time you'll find the company right away. Then you can go and you can find their Facebook page, follow their Facebook page, follow their YouTube page, and you can see how your music is used. Sometimes you'll never find it. Sometimes it's a production company that bought it for a different company, so it's really hard to find. But also, you do not want to also bother a buyer. Just because you have their information doesn't mean that you should go now and you should go and, hey, when are you going to use my song? Don't do that. That's not a good idea. Be patient. Your song will be used. Some people are buying songs all the time. Maybe they're going to use it in 6 months. The other day, I actually just found a song that somebody bought a year ago, and I finally found it in a video they uploaded yesterday. So it takes time, but that's not the point. The point is that we also want to make money. You also want to see your music is being used, obviously, but we want to make sales. Sales are the most important. So that's basically all I can tell you about this. If you're a small-time producer, if you're sitting in your room, if you have beats, this is a great way to make passive income. Don't expect to make thousands of dollars a month, right away. You need to build up. People need to buy from you. You need to get good ratings. I have 45 ratings. That means that people have a little bit of a, if somebody has a question and you answer them, or if you're responsive, let's say somebody has a claim, a YouTube claim, and you're not fast enough to take care of it, they may go back and rate you, bad because you're not helping them out. So you also need to be on call to help out the people that buy your music. If somebody buys your music for a lot of money and then says, hey, I don't know anything about audio editing, can you just edit my track for me? Take off the last 5 seconds or something like that and send me a new version. Once they show you proof that they bought the track, so you can do that also. There's rules, there's all these things that are discussed in the forums and all the rules and everything like that. And, also, there's a whole bunch of things with taxes and pros, which is performance rights organizations like BMI and everything that I'm not going to get into, that you can read about in the forums. But this marketplace is constantly moving up. They're always coming out with new ideas. There's a whole bunch of things. If you go to the forums, they have announcements. Let me see. Yeah, they have announcements like what's going on by the virus. They had a few ideas for people. Envato authors, if you're AudioJungle, so people will come in here and they'll say, like, what's, who's selling what, how much are you selling, why was my music rejected, you know what I mean, need constructive criticism, all these different types of things. So you can go in here, you can ask any question you want, you'll probably get answers. If you're active in the forum, you will get a little mark over here too, or something like that. Where is that? I don't know, but yeah, if you can get one of these badges or whatever. Before I mentioned also something about something called selling exclusively on AudioJungle, where you get to keep all of your profits. I mean, 50-50, and then you keep on going up. Or if you sell non-exclusive, means you sell on this marketplace and on a different marketplace. And I think the rate is you get 36% of your sale with no chance of moving forward. But you need to do some research on that. But overall, I rate this Envato Market AudioJungle just like the best for me, for my situation. I'm middle of nowhere. I don't have connections to Hollywood to score big films, and it's even that's really hard to do, especially now. And this is a great way just for me to be able to bring in some side income by making sales. And if you rely on this for all of your money, there could be sometimes a week goes by where you're not going to make a sale because there's so many tracks and there's so many people. There's only so many people that need music, and you're going to start freaking out. So it's for sure, like people always say with affiliate marketing or this type of thing or that, do not go all in. Have your job and compose one song a week, or 2 songs a month, three songs a month, and hopefully they'll all get onto AudioJungle, and hopefully you'll build up your sales, and hopefully you'll do that. If anybody has any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll try to answer. Maybe I'll make a follow-up video or anything else like that. I hope I explained certain things. It's very simple. Just keep on building your portfolio, or write good quality music. You can make collections over here. You can see your followers. There's a lot to explore, a lot to see, and everything like that. And I hope you guys are staying safe during the virus and writing music. And whatever you do, just keep writing, keep sharing, don't spam. Try to write the best music that you can, and do not give up.